Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my motorcycle family. And we're going to start our rides all over again. During the lockdown, we couldn't do much, and now that slowly things are opening up and it feels safe to go around, thought we'll start our travel videos again. And from this video onwards, I'm going to show you all different members of my motorcycle family. And today, who will be riding with me is my brother from another mother,
Hi,
Sudeep.
hi everyone. Yeah, so looking forward to this amazing ride what we have planned for today. And as John said, it's been a long time that we have ridden together. Corona lockdown has been lifted, and let's hope that we'll bring you new and interesting places in those upcoming weeks.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, yes. Okay, today we're going to ride to this place called Kavaledurga Fort that we found a long time ago. It's we'll be riding through some twisty roads, some beautiful scenic places. We'll get you all the shots of all those places. So yeah, let's start the ride. Right, so we've reached this Padival's restaurant behind me. That's in Mudubidri right now, and we're gonna just stopped here for some breakfast. So after breakfast, we will continue our ride, and Sudeep is right here with me.
Hi guys.
How was the ride,
The
Sudeep?
ride was very good. As John mentioned, it's a lot of twists and turns, and that too after the rains, roads look very clean, and on the both sides it looks very green. So enjoying the ride. Yeah. Now very hungry, heading
Yeah,
out
we'll go
towards
and
breakfast.
eat something first. So we're here at the exit gate of the Kudremukh forest on our way to Sringeri right now. After Mudubidri's breakfast, we bypassed Karkala, we entered the Kudremukh range, and we are here right now. And our ride through the Kudremukh range, because we took a left in the forest where the road leads to Sringeri, and the best part about the ride was the chill in the breeze. Made us feel so drowsy. And also there are some surprise speed breakers, right in the unmarked ones that you have to be careful about. But otherwise, yes. So we just stopped here at the exit gate of the forest because we're feeling a little drowsy. We just stopped to drink some water and just stretch ourselves a little bit. Now I think there's a few almost another 30-40 kilometers to the fort. So yeah, we'll be continuing our ride now. We'll see you there at the fort. So we came across this beautiful hanging bridge that leads to the other side of river Tunga, and this river goes all the way till uh, Sringeri temple. We have river Bhadra which joins in, and that makes Tungabhadra. Okay, this bridge is bouncing a bit on the way. Okay, the bounce is a little more. I think we'll have to walk a little slowly, but it's a strong bridge that helps people from the other side of the river access the main road. Beautiful. Thankfully, there's no rain today. It's a little squeaky, but I guess that's okay. It's a strong one. That's the end of the bridge. There's a small little path here which leads to the villages on either side. And there you can see Sudeep clicking pictures of the river. So this here is the view from the shop that we stopped at. There's this big huge lake in the front with all the parking lot there. Okay, right now we're walking on this historic path to the Kavaledurga fort, which was constructed in the 9th century by the Nayakas of Keladi. The Nayakas of Keladi were under the Vijayanagar Empire, and they were constantly fighting for their independence. So this Kavaledurga is apparently the last stronghold and the last capital of Keladi. There's a lot of people today. Sudeep's up there walking in the front. As we entered the pathway, he told me that today's walking quota was not done. I said this is not going to be a day's walking quota, but a whole week's walking quota. So yeah, you can see that path. It's still a long way up to the fort. This is probably the 4th or the 5th time that I'm coming here. It's absolutely beautiful to see. And if you're interested in the local history of Karnataka, the different dynasties and rulers, and this is a place that you must visit. That there is a gate of the fort. These stones have stood tall and strong since the 9th century. It's so amazing To even think that they got all these stones up this hill and constructed this beautiful fort. I can only imagine how it would have been when it was full of glory and the actual people lived here, as in when it was a fully functioning fort. Here we are now entering the fort. And you look at all the walls. There's a king's chamber inside. There's a queen's bath inside. Beautiful. I think just here recently, I think during the monsoon, there's a small landslide which has damaged a portion of the fort. So now we'll be entering the second gate. And just around this corner is the second entrance of the fort. Let's go inside. There's still a long way to go, and that is a view of the valley from the pathway. Absolutely stunning. Right up there is another small portion of the fort. It's all completely black rock. Yeah, now I think we are finally, I hope this is a queen's bath. Don't you all worry, I'm not. This is only a temple here. Yeah, no, this is only a temple, I'm sorry. But beautiful architecture. Yeah, so we just climbed up this path here and we came to this place where this was like a watch area, a sentry point for all the soldiers to look down into the valley like a watchtower. Yeah. There is another one there in the distance. I'm not sure if you can see up that mountain a small rock-like formation that you can see, and that is the highest point of the fort. Down there in the forest, among the trees, the fort still extends inside. We'll be going there shortly. There's another small little temple up this rock, but there's no particular path on that rock. You just have to climb up there. And finally, my dear friends, this I think is the pathway to the Queen's Bath. Look at this. Completely beautiful. Wonder how it would have looked back then as a complete structure. Absolutely stunning. You see all these pillars here? These are all the pillars of the palace inside the fort, and this is the Queen's bath. Completely made out of stone. It's like a so basically that's the entrance, and go down inside there. It's like a private swimming pool inside the palace, completely made of stone. And those, I'm assuming, are the walls of the palace. The small pathway up there to go higher up the mountain. So that was our visit to Kavaledurga Fort, and we are now heading back to where the bikes are parked, and from there we'll ride out and find a place to have lunch, and then head back to Mangalore via Agumbe. So we'll see you all on the way. Finished our lunch and it's 4:30 in the evening. We stopped at this hotel called restaurant called the Ganesh Grand. That's in Agumbe town. It's a new restaurant, but the food is awesome. Very tasty food. We just love the food, and it's very reasonable as well. And now we're just going to ride straight back to Mangalore. Sudeep is right here with me.
Hi everyone. Had a very interesting day, had a very interesting trek. Thought it would be tiring, but with the weather being so cool, we had a very fun time. So just had a very sumptuous food, filling as well as cheap. For a biker, that's very important with the prices and everything. So off to Mangalore.
Yeah, so
Thank you. See you guys.
We're going to ride straight back to Mangalore now, and we just few glimpses of the way back, because it's already pretty late and it's going to get dark by the time we touch Mangalore. So I'll see you all at home. Till then, bye bye. Right, I'm back home. Sudeep went back to his house, and after a long time, it was a beautiful ride. The only thing that we didn't like in the ride was that car going up in flames at in Agumbe Ghat. As a real bummer. But otherwise, the ride was beautiful. After a long time, both of us felt very refreshed. And yes, there are many more rides that are going to come. So stay tuned. Until then, take care, ride safe, and be safe.